Hello everyone, and thanks for joining me today. Here is a short video to show you how we can submit your trip data to the Polestar driver system using the journey log. As most of you know, journey log has been an application that's available in the car for over a month, maybe 6 weeks already. And what this application does is it automatically records your journeys if you have set it to do so. So let's take a look at how you would get the data out. So open your journey log application, and if it's the first time you're using it, you would need to go into settings, and here you can tell it to automatically log your trips each time, and then you can also say whether it's what sort of category of trip it would be. So once you've done that, every time you go for a drive, the system records your journey. So once you've started recording, you can always go in here to the journey log and review your previous trips by clicking on the item. It gives you a map of where you've been, your start, end position, your date, the time, the distance, and how much energy was consumed for this trip. You can also delete the trip if you want with this button in the top right corner. So how do we get this data sent to ourselves? So next to the settings button here, there's the export button. So you simply click on there, and then it says exporting trips, and then it says exported trips will be sent to, and it will be sent to your registered email address that the car uses. Simply click export, and that's it. The next thing you'll notice is an email that arrives with a CSV attached, which shows the trips. Okay, so let's take a look. The email has arrived, and here you'll see the email is sent from the reply driver journey log at polestar.com, and it comes with two attachments. One is a CSV file and one is a XLS file. They both contain exactly the same data. I'm going to open the CSV file here, and here you can see the details of all the trips that the car has sent. So let's take a look at our instructions, and we'll follow the instructions to do a submission. So we've opened the journey log, we've exported the data, we've received the email, and now we want to open the CSV and delete column C and D. So this is the address details, so we select those and delete. Okay, once you've deleted column C and D, then the next columns will be E to I. So let's delete those. So we're basically left with 4 columns. Okay, so we've got start date and time, end date and time, which we use to calculate the speed, distance in miles or distance in kilometers, depending on what your car is set at, and then the consumption in kilowatt hours. So that's what it's saying under point number 4 here. You should be left with these 4 columns. So the next thing we want to do is open this file here. If you click on the link, it will open the file, and this will give us a list of the fields we need to add and what the valid selections are for those fields. So first thing we want to do is just copy all of these, copy these and paste them in from column E to our file. Alright, now all we need to do is fill in the details. So my submission's on miles, so I can copy that and fill it in for all this. My user in the system is called Polestar driver, so once again copy those to all the rows in the data. Polestar 2 model, so if I go back here, Polestar 2 model, I have the long range dual motor. Let me copy that, paste it there, and I can copy that down all the rows. Heat pump is a yes or no. I have no for heat pump. Let's copy that down. Country, so you find your country in the list here. Just copy and paste it over. Software version, I'm on P1.9 now. This has the most recent trips at the top of the list. So up to here, I P1.9. Before that, so P1.8. And we can copy that down. No, I don't want that. Let me copy that manually. Okay, one pedal driving. I have mine at off all the time, so I can. That one's easy for me. But if you have different options for different trips, if you make a note of those, you can go and change it to off, low, or standard. Just copy the answer from here and paste it into your worksheet. Preheating is a yes or no. So preheating, these ones. This one I did yes, no. I'll just put no for the rest of them. Wheel size, again just copy and paste. I have a standard 19-inch. Copy that down. Driving style, normal. Well, let me go and get the driving style here. Is normal. Aircon on off. So we have on off or eco. For one of these trips I had eco. This one here. The rest of the time it was on. And the road conditions, dry, mixed or wet. Dry. It was dry for most of these. These ones were wet. I'll put the rest as dry. Okay. So now I have filled in all of my extra fields that I want to add. Okay, so let me save this. I'll save it on my downloads folder. It's got journey log, so what we want to do is name this with your username and then trips on the end of it. We want to save it as a CSV file, so let's save that. Okay, so we can close that, Right, so let's go back to the instructions. Copy the headings, paste the headings, populate the fields, fill in the information for each trip, save your trips document CSV file, send it using the form. Alright, so here's the form. So let me put Polestar driver as my username. Choose the file, I'll put it in downloads, and it's Polestar driver trips. There we go, CSV file, create it today, open, and send. Done. And that's all you need to do to submit your trips using the journey log in the car. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below. And if you like the video, please give it a big thumbs up. Thanks very much for joining, and I look forward to receiving a lot more trips from you.